Hey folks, Paul and Martina here from the Wanderly Wagon. I just want to give you a quick outside view of our new 2021 3231 CK for Center Kitchen, Montana. We recently purchased this and this is the first time we've been out camping, so we have it about 4 weeks. It is a 4-season coach and it measures 37 feet and 5 inches. The fresh tank holds 66 gallons. The gray tank will hold 88 gallons and the black tank will hold 48 gallons. It sleeps 4 people comfortably. We start off with a kingpin here. This is a rolled armor pivoting head, and it really is good to control any kind of chucking. There is a rubber bushing right here, and that does control the chucking. I do have a Super Glide 5th wheel hitch, so I had to add this additional plate right here. This vehicle I do tow with a 3500 single rear wheel, and as you can see right here, I do have the slider hitch because the vehicle is a short bed. Getting back to the camper, this coach has a fully painted front cap, and the design and the colors and the schemes I think really do stand out. So let's take a quick look at these numbers. So obviously when you're towing a vehicle of this size or a coach of this size, it's important to understand the unloaded vehicle weight, which is 12,700 pounds. Also the loaded weight, this is fully maxed out. The gross vehicle weight rating is 16,680 pounds. So it's also important to understand your hitch weight. Your hitch weight for this particular Montana is 2,680 pounds. My truck is rated for 4,980 pounds. So overall, this leaves a payload from the 12,700 to the 16,680. You could potentially carry 3,980 pounds of cargo. I will never reach that max. And like I said, my 2020 model of 3500 Ram single rear wheel is rated for 5,000 pounds of payload. Obviously that includes all the passengers and everything that's loaded into the truck. So let's start off here at the propane. Propane here, this particular coach has 30 pounds on each side. We do have delivered auto leveling system, and of course that's hydraulic. It is controlled from the outside right here. There is a learning curve here, but you know, within a couple of attempts I think most people would become familiar with how to navigate the various menus right here. I probably will do a video just to outline some of the features here, so watch out for other videos on that. I did add the Furion side cameras with the 7-inch screen. I also have a Furion camera on the back, which I think is a must-have when you're towing a vehicle of this size. The coach is also, of course, a 50 amp service right here, so it has 2 air conditioning units. It does have additional pre-wire for a 3rd air conditioning unit if need be. The furnace right here beside that is 35,000 BTU, and the hot water heater right here is 12 gallons. Provides good hot water. Also, this is your maintenance bay. Just the basics. Has everything you need. The black flush is down here. Your gray flush is right there, but it also has an additional gray flush right there, beside the hydraulic. I did add this MoRide 42-inch by 90-inch slider in the basement. I believe this is a must-have. I just had to add it because I didn't want to climb into this very, very large basement right here. So moving on down the camper, this window above where the kitchen is, this is 48 by 12. And as you can see, I do have the slide toppers on each slide out. We have 3 slide outs on here, and I do have the toppers on each. Also, right here is just basically a light for security at nighttime. Walking around to the back of the camper, it has very large windows on the back, and right there we still have we have another Furion camera right here. That's really convenient for when you're driving down the interstate, just to verify what traffic is behind you before you start changing lanes. The windows, of course, are all frameless, automotive glass right here as well. And the backup lights and the brake lights are all LED, of course. This is a fully walkable roof. So the ladder going up into the roof, and yeah, it provides really good stability when you have to climb onto the roof. There are 2 awnings here. This first awning over the living space is a 10-foot awning, and the other awning right here is a 19-foot awning. So we have 29 feet of awning. Of course, we do have LED lights underneath each awning. You can see the paint scheme and the colors right here, and of course this is the basement outside. Just a quick look at the suspension here. We can see we have road armor, and you know, this really does help dampen the shock and remove some of the vibration when you're going down the interstate. And I really came into play when you go across bridges. You know, there's about a 3-inch sway of each side, so you have about 6 inches of clearance right here, and it really does help transition over a bridge on an interstate, for example. I had no issues towing this for the very first time. I've never towed a 5th wheel before, but coming back from Tennessee over the Smoky Mountains, I didn't have any issues. The tires on this particular model is the ST 235s, 80 or 16s. The PSI is rated for 110 PSI, and they are G-rated tires. Also, just one thing to note, the shackles over here. These are wet bolt shackles, so they will require some maintenance to add a little bit of grease. You know, once every 6 months you need to check them. So getting into the door right here, we have the step above steps. There is a shock on there that allows you to lift them up. There's no issues with weight. It's very good, and the shocks do assist you lifting up the steps. The door itself is a relatively wide door, 30 inches by 78 inches tall, and it has a friction hinge. It also has the screenshot, which is very convenient, and the screen defender if you have a little puppy like we have here, Mr. Tucker. That's our little puppy, Mr. Tucker. You know, he likes to scratch on here, and that screen defender really does help. Really helps protect the screen in behind it. The shock is on this, so it's self-closing. So that's a nice feature for sure. The basement, of course, this is a 12-inch drop-down frame. The basement basement here. Once again, this is approximately 57 inches wide from end to end and about 30 inches from top. So that gives you a lot of additional basement space. It is heated. Like I say, this is a Four Seasons coach. So it is heated right here to allow you know, this area not to freeze. And of course you do have your hot and cold water coming around here, right? So like I said, I did add the MoRide right here, the MoRide storage solution, and I find it really convenient. I do have my TV in the basement with additional tables right here. But you know, this for organizing your basement, it really is a for the money you spend. I think it was about $550 on Walmart. It's definitely worth it. It's something you're going to need for sure. Just to finish off right here, we do have another 30-pound tank right there. And also we do have on the drop down frame right here, so right over here we have a quick disconnect for your propane. So you have any barbecues or you have a Blackstone like I have right here, you have a Blackstone, you can do a quick disconnect over here. The level up system, of course, I forgot to mention earlier on, it does have 6 jacks, and it's self-leveling, and of course you just press a couple of buttons and it will self-level. Overall, we are very pleased with the Montana 3231 CK. If you have any questions, you can certainly leave them below in the comments, and please hit that subscribe button. So future videos will be coming shortly, and we appreciate you taking the time to visit with us today. Thanks.